What is your solution to help provide affordable housing for all Canadians?
Well, we all live in communities where there's empty buildings, empty buildings that have, for whatever reason, they stand empty and they're deemed unsafe for whether it's earthquake safe or. But there are so many buildings that are owned by municipalities that are empty, or even corporations that are empty, and I don't see why that can't be turned into something affordable. Or, but again, it's circling back to the economy. So who's going to make this affordable, and who's going to, provide and make it known that you qualify for affordable? Who qualifies for these places, right? So I don't know.
Housing, even like a basic apartment, is out of reach of the average person or the average lower income person. So by producing more subsidized housing for lower income people in British Columbia, in Victoria, in Vancouver, in Langley, I think will be an excellent step in helping to curb the homelessness problem.
It's not one I would know too much about, but I think it has to do with the amount of people we're letting into the country at a time. Because I think that we let more people in than we can fit at one time. And don't get me wrong, Canada has a lot of space for new people, but I think that we're bringing in more people than we could actually house, and I think that's a huge issue. I think we should be reducing the amount of people we let in.
Well, I mean, I make quite a lot of money myself, and I live in a townhouse, so it hits everybody. Affordable housing. I don't even know what affordable housing is anymore, to be quite honest with you. $2 million for a small house in North Vancouver, I think is not anywhere near affordable housing.
We need to build more housing supply. That seems to be a supply and demand issue. So it's pretty simple, but how do we create that supply when we're also having so many more Canadians, which is awesome, by the way. But it's very challenging. I don't know if there's an easy solution with our labor force challenges.
I think solution to providing affordable housing is creating more incentives in smaller places. Like, I don't know what I would do specifically, but like just how they did in the Yukon when it first began, like getting a lot of government funding for people to move to places. I think if they did that in all over Canada, it would incentivize people to go places that's not like major city hubs where it's going to be crazy expensive.
I think more density, more dense in like it's just so spread out, like the sprawl. I think we can build so much in smaller area, and yeah, I think everybody kind of wants their piece of land, and they want big, but I don't think that's the way to go. And I think it'll be cheaper if we build, with more density. It's my daughter, and yeah, I mean it's a long term. It's nothing's gonna, like, there's no quick solution, but I think we need to get there and then build more in a smaller. And it's better for the environment as well as cost effective.
Like just simple like economics, like demand and supply. You just need to increase the supply, and that should hopefully like drive down the price of houses. So I think just invest in increasing the number of houses. I think is a pretty simple way to just make it more affordable. Yeah.
Put some pressure on your MPs to do something at the higher level. Tax credits for builders. Tax credits for people who donate maybe to housing. Form a committee.
Form a committee? I don't know. We have to help our young kids. So I think having the first home savings plan is a good start to have them save tax-free some money for housing. So I think that's continuing with programs like that for them.
Maybe changing some of these like government buildings that they're trying to offload, change it into affordable housing. Like I know there's some projects by Blair that they're changing, like the MBNA building into condos or retirement residents. So changing like all these like giant buildings into housing.